Now, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you very much for your greatest support. I really have to appreciate you for what you're doing. What you've been doing is very amazing. It's an amazing job, actually, and I have to thank you very much for that. Now, as we get into the discussion, ladies and gentlemen, I have to say this, or I have to ask this question, that between all these CSS that we have, both the experts and the ones that the experts came and joined, that is people like Murkomen, all those people, Soipan, Aden Duale. In short, let me just put it this way. Amongst the CSS that we have, who in particular you feel like is really irritating whenever you hear him or her speaking? Anytime you hear, that he says that anytime you hear him or her opening his mouth, the mouth speaking, and you feel like, oh God, this person could have not even spoken, because you really feel irritated. Naturally, there are those people that whenever they open their mouth to speak, automatically you know very well that there is illegally. I'm not supporter of Rigathi Gachagua, but truth be told, if you try to look at the legality or the ground on which Rigathi Gachagua was impeached, you'll come to realize, or you come to understand, that this person was impeached illegally. There was some pressure that we want this person out. So that is why he was impeached. He was not impeached because there is something that he did that maybe he deserved the impeachment, but he was impeached because it was things to do with politics. Now, after the impeachment, these guys thought that now Rigathi Gachagua is finished. And now they started doing their things knowing that Rigathi Gachagua, within 1 or 2 months, Rigathi Gachagua is going to be finished. In fact, I remember very well somebody like Moses Kuria. Moses Kuria said that after Rigathi Gachagua has been impeached, that let us just give Rigathi Gachagua 2-3 months, then Rigathi Gachagua will be finished. I want to ask a question as we continue the discussion. Right now, after Moses Kuria had resigned, where is Moses Kuria? Who is hearing? Okay, who is hearing anything to do with Moses Kuria? Where is? Can we even be told that Moses Kuria is a place flag? Who knows where Moses Kuria is? Nobody knows. We don't know where Moses Kuria is. So you see, these are the kind of people that they speak, but they don't see the side effect of what they are saying. Now let us come back now to our discussion. What we are talking about? We are talking about the issue of Kipchumba Murkomen. Kipchumba Murkomen is saying that Rigathi Gachagua must be arrested. Why must he be arrested? Rigathi Gachagua is on vacation. He is in the United States of America. Now, being that Rigathi Gachagua is in the United States of America, Kipchumba Murkomen is trying to say that Rigathi Gachagua went to do what? Which word can I use? He went to put pressure on the United States of America so that they can find the problem, or maybe they can find things to accuse William Ruto with, which is not right. We all know that Rigathi Gachagua is not a senator. Is not a senator in the United States of America, and all those things are being done by the senators. So where is the problem? What did Rigathi Gachagua do? And then he goes ahead and says that Rigathi Gachagua must. If he doesn't record a statement, then it means that he is a mad person and he needs to be taken for the checkup. He should need to be taken to the mental checkup. Seriously, and you are a leader.
And I think that it's no longer a joke. Who the deputy president, former deputy president is at the moment is no longer a joke. Most of you share TikTok posts of his messages and so forth. You are actually the ones who are encouraging a person who is unwell to continue saying more things that are going to hurt our country.
He goes ahead, and imagine that is not enough. The guy goes ahead and says that anybody who is holding an office or anybody who is working under this government is not supposed to associate himself or herself with politics. In fact, you are not even supposed to go against William Ruto. Calling William Ruto names, Mara Kasongo, Mara Nini, you are not allowed. And if you're found doing that, then automatically umekiuka mambo ya serikali, and therefore you will be fired.
Kuna chief or assistant chief or a police officer atapatikana akiongea mambo against the government of the day. Hakuna. It is illegal, it's unconstitutional. Tukipata police officer anasema anatusi rais, anaimba slogans ya siasa, ati police officer bado anataka kuserve the government of the day and the country of the day, na anaongea huko ati ako na political right, anaita President Kasongo, ama anaimba vitu ya one term, that police officer or a public servant should be fired immediately. And I'm not saying because of this government, even the previous government and the government to come. Hii government ikiondoka na ingine ikuje, lazima kama wewe ulichoose to serve in public service, you must respect the government that will come. Utapika kura penye utapigia, na hakuna hata mtu atakuuliza, but you cannot participate in campaigns and you cannot participate in sloganeering. Yours is to understand government of the day, policy of the day, and implementation.
But then, I've been thinking that Kipchumba Murkomen is a guy who should not think that everything goes his way. He's such a guy who the way he sees things, he thinks that no, the way I want this thing done is the way it's going to be done. Imagine we have a case here of the young children who are being taken, the issue of the Mayu child trade. You remember? Murkomen is telling us that the documentary that was given by the BBC, what would the BBC guys gain by now going to buy children to bring them on camera to try and tarnish? First of all, did they tarnish the name of the government? That is the question. Did they even talk about the government in a negative way? Those children said what is being done to them. But now the problem is, Murkomen is coming to say that, oh, Maranini.
We are confirming from this report that, Mr. Speaker, the entire report was fake because the people who were interviewed were not underage. And that's why, Mr. Speaker, I went the whole length to read their names, their pseudonyms, Mr. Speaker, and who they are, what they do, and why, what was the motivating factor when they were posing as children. Mr. Speaker, that is not, and the statement also is very clear. That is not to say there may be no cases of sexual exploitation of young people in the country. And Mr. Speaker, the security agencies, including the anti-trafficking unit, have done tremendous work since the days of Gilbert Dare, Mr. Speaker, among others, to make sure that these incidents are managed. But we still have cases of human trafficking, including those that come from neighboring countries passing through Kenya, or Mr. Speaker, young people that are being lured. They may be no underage, but being lured also for jobs abroad, and they suffer. And I answered questions in this chamber before relating especially young people from the northern part of the country. So that is not to say we are not grappling with issues of human trafficking, but as far as the BBC documentary is concerned, it was a hoax. It was, Mr. Speaker, planned, executed in a manner to portray that there were underage girls that were, going through sexual exploitation, while in reality the people who were playing the game knew that they were not. Now, on the part of BBC, insofar as media ethics is concerned, it remains a at large there to know whether, the first question is, why would someone promise financial reward in case information is going to be shared? Was the financial reward intended to get a good story that can be aired by BBC and therefore improve the well-being of the reporter? Or was it also the financial reward was actually part of the tricks that were being used by BBC to see if they can find actual young children, Mr. Speaker? And that remains also to be unraveled through the investigations. And Mr. Speaker, unfortunately, the conclusions that were being made brings to question an international media house like BBC in terms of verifying their sources, Mr. Speaker, before airing such a very explosive story.
I've been, of late I've been trying to think. I've been trying to listen to Kipchumba Murkomen. And I've realized something, that all these things that he is doing, even his boss is not aware. Let me just assume that, okay, let's say that his boss was aware. If his boss was aware, then why can't his boss tell him that, no, usiende sana, hapo penye umeenda imefika, tulia hapo kidogo, we figure out what next, and then now from there is when we can see what to do. But no, he's going ahead, he's just going ahead and doing things, thinking that that is the way they're supposed to be done, that Kenyans will also take it that way. We are tired. What I can say is that as a country, we are tired of what is happening. But in as much as we are tired with what is happening, we are tired with the people that are making these things happen. You are a leader, you are elected. After the election, maybe after being given opportunity to lead Kenya to a job somewhere, right now, you are telling us Kenyans that we are not supposed to do anything. So if you are warning us, if you are warning the public servants, the police officers, of course we know that police officers cannot show that they don't love this government. They can't show it, but now deep down they are also praying that let this reign come to an end. Let this regime come to an end. That is their prayer. That wacha hii kitu ikuje ikaishi kabisa. If ACS can tell us that mtu alipotea, aya, baada ya mtu kupotea, a suspect for that matter, and then you are coming to tell us, we as citizens, that we should help you, the government, to identify the suspect that was in custody and then disappeared. No, tell me.
Mr. Speaker, I refuse to sit in this house to listen to the cabinet secretary confirm that his ministry cannot be able to capture suspects who were previously under their arms and custody. I refuse to sit in this house, Mr. Speaker, to listen to that kind of an explanation.
You are already sitting in this house.
Yes, I'm refusing to listen to the answer he's giving. It is not right for the cabinet secretary to come to answer a question and tell us that the suspect disappeared and is not giving us hope. Which hope is he telling the people, the victims? What hope is he promising? Is he telling us that we are going to wait for the suspect to disappear forever? It has been 3 months since the suspect disappeared, Mr. Speaker. Those are families that are paining, grieving loved ones. We watch on television bodies being retrieved from Kware, this dam site, Mr. Speaker. The minister cannot come here and tell us that he wants members of public to help him identify suspect who was previously in their custody.
Yesterday, Kipchumba Murkomen was at the parliament, whereby he was being asked by Kipchumba, by Wamuchomba, that Bwana CS, the suspect was in your custody. After the suspect was in your custody, what happened was very simple. The suspect ran away from your custody. How did he get out? Okay, after getting out, you are coming to tell us, Kenyans, that we should help you to identify a culprit whom you are holding in custody. And then these are the people that our president, our beloved president, and thinks that he has people who are helping him to work. Nobody's helping this guy to work. This guy is alone in this battle. Hii mbio ambayo Ruto ako nayo, yuko peke yake. Nobody's helping him. Nobody. If these are the people that maybe William Ruto anategemea, then he's supposed to in fact basi achane na kuwa rais. Angalie kitu kingine, arudi kule penye alikuwa anauza mayai, aanze kuuza mayai. Because what are these? Are these really the same people? Are these really the people that we expect to give us, to bring change to us? Are these the people that we depend on? We've been dependent. Are these the same people that we depend on as CSS to help us? Instead of helping us, now they are threatening us. Ay, babu. Wakati mwingine hata kama lakini tupaswa kuzungumza, tupaswa tu kusema ukweli uliopo ya kwamba jamaa umeenda sana. Uwezi ukasema kwamba utaenda kumkamata mtu wakati ambapo ataingia kwenye uwanja wa ndege. Huyo mtu ambaye unaenda kumkamata haujapata chochote, ambacho hana hatia yoyote. Kile ambacho alikifanya ni kuzungumza. Mambo ambayo alifanya ni alizungumza tu. Na wakati ambapo alikuwa anazungumza hakuambia mtu yote kwamba sasa mimi nimezungumza nyinyi mkanisikize. Rigathi Gachagua did not force anybody to open his or her ears to listen to his statements. He didn't. He didn't tell anybody to listen to what he was saying. So where are all these blames coming from? Murkomen, tell us what you want, Papa. Just tell us that mimi kama Murkomen, mimi nataka 1, 2, 3 things. And if it is in the line maybe with the president's with the president's maybe expectations, then it will be done. Or maybe as we Kenyans, we citizens expect, then it will be done. But then there's no need of throwing tantrums, every now and then, Gachagua this, Gachagua that. It is so annoying. Like you can't keep on singing for us one song. Gachagua have said, Gachagua must, Gachagua will, Gachagua was. So it is he is will up to when? Avoid this guy, and in fact, if these guys are wise, if they don't want to make Gachagua that vocal, they don't want to make Gachagua have to have a strong roots, then unapasa kumwacha, wache kumtaja, because unajua the more unamtaja the more anatulia na kirudi anakuja na mbom yenye hata wewe mwenyewe uwezi kuepa. And that is where we are. That is where we are heading right now, whereby leaders would just say anything, nobody cares, nobody even asks them, because they are with the president. After all, guys, that is just my thought, and that is all for now. Let me know what you think in the comment. Please don't forget to click the subscribe button and like this video. Until we meet again, I've been your host, Boniface. Bingo.